For an hour, you trek through a swirling white oblivion of a blizzard, trusting solely to your keen survival instincts to keep you safe from rockfalls and hidden crevices. Yet despite your skills, it proves to be a difficult and treacherous journey. You lose 3 endurance points. Gradually, the storm lifts its heavy yoke. Although snow continues to fall...
Yoke? What's a yoke?
You put it on animals, if I remember correctly. Like a harness.
Ah.
Although snow continues to fall, the wind loses its angry intensity, and for the first time since you left the cave mouth, you're able to see more than a mile distant. As you crest an icy ridge, you stop to get your bearings. You look to the south and see the brooding, grey-black waters of the Tosa Sea lapping at the ice-locked Ixian coastline. To the north and west, you're surrounded by unfriendly mountains.
Why are the mountains unfriendly?
They just don't like you that much, I guess.
Nature hates us.
And to the east, directly ahead...
Well, at least we have sort of made peace with the trees at this point.
Yep, we got bigger fish to fry. Lies a pass which cuts between 2 viciously sharp peaks. Beyond the pass, you catch your first tantalizing glimpse of Sogon, the city of the Death Lord. You establish that you are less than 3 miles from the crystal walls and monstrous towers of Sogon. You resolve to try to reach the city before the storm resumes, but as you enter the pass, the blizzard returns with malicious vigor. Finding it impossible to continue, you stop and use your Kai skills in order to seek sanctuary from the raging storm. In this narrow pass, you detect only 2 possibilities for shelter: a cave on the north side and a circle of fallen rocks a few hundred yards away to the south.
The cave. I mean, there might be something inside the cave, but hopefully, if there is, we'll be able to defeat it.
You can usually handle things in deep, dark caves.
Yeah. Regardless, if there's a polar bear or something like that, at least we get a chance to get a coat to protect from the, well, cold if we need to.
You lower your head and tuck your cloak closer about your shoulders as you climb stoically towards the distant cave. You are within a few dozen yards of its inviting entrance when suddenly a crackling arc of lightning streaks down and hits you between the shoulder blades. The impact burns a hole clean through your backpack and hurls your face first into the snow and ice. Do you wish to use Hunt Mastery?
Yeah.
The lightning strike leaves you dazed and shaken, yet you have survived it without lasting injury. Your improved Kai Mastery enables your body to withstand the massive jolt of electricity and discharge it away harmless into the ground.
Am I the only one who finds it very funny that all of a sudden, right in the middle of goddamn nowhere, lightning suddenly strikes, and we barely even feel it. Yeah, we get a hold of our backpack, but... Moving on.
You stagger to your feet and unsling your smoldering backpack. After smothering with snow the parts which have been scorched by lightning, you unbuckle the flap to discover that 2 items have been completely destroyed. Delete 2 items from your backpack.
Okay, which items should we then delete? Let us see if we can also pick it. Let me see. Which ones? We have the following: the rope, potion of Lamsburg, potion of Letha, lantern, hourglass, bowstring, ball of string, and the crystal tiara.
Bowstring and... Yeah, I'd say at the very least the bowstring, we probably won't have need for that.
No.
At least I hope not.
Okay, so we agree that the bowstring is a go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, then we need another item.
What were the other things?
A ball of string. And following that list, there was the rope, potion of Lamsburg, potion of Letha, lantern, hourglass, and the crystal tiara.
I don't think we need an hourglass.
But then we can't tell what time it is or how long our eggs have boiled.
Yeah. So it will be sort of like, the hourglass or the ball of string. Pretty much simple.
Yeah, I'd have to say the hourglass.
Yeah.
Right, so the ball of lightning incinerated your bowstring and blasted your hourglass to pieces.
That's very oddly specific targets for lightning.
Well, we are in the middle of some unfriendly mountains surrounded by a malicious storm. What is it with things about out here and having moods?
I do not honestly know.
Yeah.
This is a very odd situation.
Thankful to have survived the strike unharmed, you shoulder your backpack and hurry the remaining few yards towards the welcoming shelter of the cave.
Well, at least the cave is nice.
Yep.
Maybe you can talk to the rest of the mountain. Get it to lighten up a bit.
Yeah. The instant you set foot inside the cave entrance, you hear a noise which makes you freeze in your tracks. A ghastly, half-gibbering, half-growling sound issues from the dark recesses of the cave. A warning from the creature with... Yeah, but you need a little bit more growling in there. It's half-gibbering, half-growling. So it'll be more like...
Jesus Christ. Okay, what the fuck is up with all the places we visit? Some mindfuckery is going on.
A warning from the creature which dwells here that you are not a welcome visitor. You scan the inky darkness and see the glint of two yellow eyes as they emerge from a fold in the rock wall. Slowly...
Ew.
What?
Two yellow eyes just coming floating out. Ew.
I think there's more to it than just the eyes. You can just only see the eyes right now. Slowly, the eyes advance. Or maybe not. Use your ability to see in the infrared spectrum of light in order to discern the outline of a shadow creature, but it's to no avail. You can detect no heat patterns. The reason for this is simple. The creature now advancing towards you give off no heat because, like everything else in this wretched land, it is already dead. Do you wish to escape from the cave or defend yourself?
Defend ourselves and find out what the hell is actually advancing towards us.
Okay, as the evil yellow eyes of the creature slowly draw closer, you are suddenly engulfed by a fetid corpse-like stench which makes you retch and recoil.
What is with the rest of the monster?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Do you wish to use the summer sword?
Yep.
I'm
not so sure.
Wasn't there something about it could be used as a beacon that the Dark Lord could see?
The Death Lord will be able to sense it. So we should probably not use it while we're here until we are fighting him specifically.
So maybe we should use our bow instead, if we still have some distance between us and the creature.
Or maybe we should. We still have that knife, don't we?
What?
Even if not, your unarmed attacks now do as much damage as an ordinary weapon. So it's just you lose the bonus from the summer sword.
Ah, okay. So let me see. Without the bonus of the summer sword,
that'll be -8 if I remember correctly.
Be more sharp.
Yeah, let me see. 8 minus. Yeah, that would be. That would leave us with 37, if I'm not mistaken.
If the creature is also immune to psychic power, you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Right. You unsheath your weapon, which is in fact your fists. Just
I unsheath my fist.
I guess that means you take your gloves off. No.
I suppose.
Didn't see that coming, did you? I have hands.
Well, we have taken the velvet gloves off, so what now?
You unsheath your weapon just in time to fend off the creature's initial attack. A flash of lightning briefly illuminates the cave, and for the first time you see the face of this mysterious beast. The sight is truly chilling to behold. Its mouth is a mass of twisted fangs, and from its huge bear-like body there arrives a score of slimy tentacles, each tipped with a venomous claw. Its reptilian head is domed, and from its center there protrudes a twisted horn, longer than a broadsword.
You know, I'm sort of happy that we actually discover a tentacle creature that actually has claws on the end of its tentacles. At least we know it's trying to kill us as opposed to something else.
I'm sorry, I ended up giving it giant manga eyes, so now it's just incredibly adorable.
There's a picture of it.
Jeez.
Alright, cameras rolling.
This is either going to be horrifying or hilarious.
Now prepare your body.
A giant unicorn grizzly with jungle plant tentacles
So this is what happens after a bear, a tentacle monster, Godzilla, and a unicorn have sex.
That was one hell of a party.
You don't say.
Also, can I keep this for my mini zoo?
Yes, sure.
I
But
think we
remember,
should
it's
not.
undead.
Well, that just means we don't have to feed it.
I think we should not discuss
Yeah,
this
the
thing.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's a dick.
Jesus Christ.
What?
I didn't get a word of that.
I said that no, we don't have to feed it. We have to defeat it.
Well, that is true.
What I said was, hell, I mean, can you imagine having that in the zoo in the summer?
Oh yeah, good point.
Jesus Christ, that's gonna be a nasty stink.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you also have places where you can come and see flowers that have those corpse flowers that are really beautiful but smell like ass. And people come and see that, so yeah, as long as you just give a warning sign that people should expect to be given a smellogram.
Stink ahead.
Yeah, then I suppose people come and see it, because honestly, would you really have anything against holding your nose shut for a couple of minutes just to get to see this thing?
It depends on how it behaves.
Like all my monsters, it have to be completely tame so you can pet it.
And yes, we will
I don't
just...
think you can do that with an undead.
Well, maybe she could hire a necromancer to tame it.
That could be.
Yeah, I'm not letting any of my body parts near that thing. I think I'm keeping it at several arms distance.
Yeah.
Maybe we should leave it here in its natural habitat anyway.
Or maybe
If you can call it that.
It probably needs the code to keep together.
Well, I don't know. I don't think undead really do need that. That depends on the rules. But usually with magical zombies, unlike biological zombies, they're usually kept together by the magic for the same reason that skeletons don't just fall apart. So yeah, it smells, but as we saw, but as the text noted, it smells at any time of the year apparently, and it is pretty interesting looking. In any case, the creature retreats a few paces and howls with anger as it prepares to make its second attack. You're now fighting the Ixian Magani.
An Ixian Magani.
Yep.
Huh. So really, who the fuck would think of creating something like this?
As opposed to all those non-Ixian Maganis, I guess.
I mean, maybe they're really common if they're not undead.
They might be common to other regions. In any case, you're fighting it, and it is not immune to psychic attacks. So that would leave your combat skill at what?
Let me see, minus the summer sweat, then that would leave our combat skill at 43, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so you're now fighting. Roll a die.
9.
9. You said 43, right, Rana?
43, yeah.
Right. The creature howls, and you launch forward with a stern kick to its chin that sends the creature reeling back in surprise. It really kind of didn't expect that.
Okay, I've now written down an Ixian Magani is a huge undead bear reptile unicorn tentacle thing.
Yep.
I want one. I don't know. That combination is just so weird. It's awesome.
Yeah, but just get hire a necromancer to tame the thing, and that should be it.
Maybe you can get a Magani from somewhere where they're not undead.
That could also be the case.
Why not just settle for a tiger?
Anyways,
Doesn't
roll
have
die.
into a tiger.
Oh.
6.
Oh.